Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Four Knights of the Apocalypse, chapter 75, titled Royal Holy Knights versus Melagaland. So, yeah. While this chapter may say Royal Holy Knight versus Melagaland, I'm going to assume it's not going to be the entirety of the Holy Knights fighting it, because I really don't think any of these, random bottom rollers are gonna be able to do anything against, the being that's supposed to be strong in the combination of two of the Ten Commandments. But regardless, it sounds like it'll be a fun action type of chapter, so let's get into it. Now, we start this chapter, well, before we start this chapter, I'll go to the first page, as we get a narrator saying, Isolde, Dreyfus, and Hendrickson join the fray. The Royal Holy Knights launch a fierce attack. As then we get a bunch of panel shots of a bunch of Holy Knights who are fighting there. We have Isolde there on top with Dreyfus and Henderson there. Then we see the Pelio, the man with the weird things, and a few of other Holy Knights that I think we've seen randomly. Oh, the only two that are really noteworthy is one that resembles Askenor, and another one that has the one who's like a hawk cameo face is there as well. So yeah. Anyways, then we have, well, let's start this chapter off properly, as we have Isolde slamming Melagaland's torso, and she says, "Keep at it, everyone!" As the Melagaland sends punches with all Galand's hands her, but then Dreyfus is able to blast it to prevent it from hitting it for Isolde to dodge. As Dreyfus is "What are they plotting, using a monster like this as a pawn?" So yeah, then we have him continuously tapping his back, "My god, my back isn't made for this." Which is true. Anyways, then we have a two Holy Knights hitting directing the attacks at Melagaland's feet, as they're screaming, "We need to stop it!" As then we have Melagaland falling on their back. As then we have Isolde's bombs being activated to blast. Activated to a giant explosion. As then we have Hendrickson healing Tristan, as first of all, I think he's healing himself, as someone saying, "The power of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse is absolutely essential for this, so protect them at all costs." So yeah. Anyways, then we have Percival waking up, as then he makes a giant chibi Percival full hat, and it also has a helmet. And people are "Whoa!" As then we get the random Holy Knight, the one who had a face that's very similar to the helmet, be "Either way, that magic power is strange one." And then we have another one who I feel like is referencing, who someone is referencing a character in manga and anime, but I don't know. He has just a bunch of lines over his helmet. Not sure of who's that's referencing, or that's just me being remembered or fitting because he had a similar design, just his helmet was more all random lines all over. But that it reminds me of something, but I don't know what. As he says, "It's so big and warm." So then we see that giant chibi head Percival kind of erupting, and that with small balloons, well, small droplets of chibi Percivals around Percival, and nonsense are reacting to that. And there's chibi Percivals with a cape and a helmet, as they scream, "The mini Percival corpse has arrived!" And they get all falling down, and someone falling down in a very comedical way, and someone trying to fall "Yay!" very gracefully. It's all over the place, honestly. As then we have some of the Holy Knights be "Mini Percival corpse?" So cute. Well, Knights actually did say that. As then we have Dreyfus be "Look, Handy, it's those mystery press fairies." As then Hendrickson be "I wonder if I could get one." I mean, Percival did say he wanted nonsense to meet, so I'm assuming he would help in the healing and all that. So I guess Hendrickson is gonna be working with Percival from now on. And I guess Hendrickson's not the worst person to be teaching Percival. As there of Percival having one of his chibi Percivals on his hand, kind of like a parrot, as Percival's "Those ones have helmets and capes too." As then we have this one that chibi Percival be "We dwells to match you, boss." It was like, boss? As then we have Nazian's like having a few cheap restaurants on top of him, and she's like, their intelligence is growing faster than ever before. And then I was like, foo foo. As then we have Nazi saying, could it be the mini Percivals are growing as hope gathers within him? So I guess he's trying to figure out how exactly to do these Percival's work. If there's like some kind of growth from Percival, or is it just how much hope he has inside of him? Well, I don't know, but well, we have to wait to see what's gonna be decided later. Anyways, we have to go back to the battlefield as we have Isola screaming, "Don't relax yet! The enemy should still be alive!" I mean, yeah, she has no confidence in not taking down Melagaland. And therefore, Isola immediately looking around, and she sees four holy knights getting actually 3 holy knights getting tailed away as she manages to dodge it, as of course an underskirt shot, as Dreyfus I think also blocks it. So yeah, as we have all them falling on back, yeah, as Dreyfus like, ooh, and he's on his back like, oh my god, my back crack, I have a back crack. So yeah. Anyways, they get another they get a holy knight who's on the floor like, oh, basically dying, as then one holy knight who has a very basic design like his bones are broken all over, as they have one of those chippy Percivals falling on that holy knight, as they have this chippy Percival like pain go away, which just reminds me of a little ghost baby anime where they'll have this like weird little cute scene where they had like them like go away, misfortune, go away. Like it was very much just like supposed to be a quiet say, so yeah, I guess that's what this reminds me of. Which I also do want this supposed to be referencing that. Although considering the fact what Nakama's history is with that stuff, I am concerned about how he found out about that anime, if this is supposed to be referencing that. Is there that holy knight who's dying a minute will be like, huh? And she's like, I'm alive? I can't believe it. It healed a fatal wound just like that. So yeah, a problem with healing characters like this is that fact, they're gonna be able to kind of destroy any tension here. So everyone here is pretty much safe. As they have Dreyfus on the floor back, oh god, my back is done for. Oh yes, of course, the back. It's never gonna be able to fix. Like in this magical world with everything, here's back pain. That's the one thing that's gonna stay consistent. Then you see a chibi person falling on going towards Jefferson's back, like, pain, go away! And Jefferson's like, so long, back pain! This compressed fair is the best! I feel like he's gonna just keep a bunch of them in his room from now on, so close to use them. Anyways, I see Melagaland jumping in the air, like, pesky little flies! And then we have Melagaland using Zanbarazan, and it sends like a bunch of force of those weapons it's having to the ground. Which I gotta lie, I get the feel like these seem to be like weaker than what Galan sent out previously with just his bare hands. I really am just wondering how does the whole power thing here work. Then we see like a bunch of knights being blasted away as a bunch of rubble. Then we see Anne and Donnie being fleeing away from it, but I think danger. All that big is like, yeah. And looking at it like, oh no! At this rate, the damage to her tongue will be. And she runs towards somewhere, and she's like, as Donnie's like, hold up, Anne, where do you think you're going? So yeah, I guess Anne's gonna be I don't know, escorting people out of the damage area. I'm not sure what she's exactly planning to do. I mean, I don't think there's any statement about her having like any kind of secret power up or something thing. So I'm not sure if she's gonna be able to do something. Which I guess also means we aren't going to get anything from her this chapter. Anyways, then we have Isolde upper skirt shot. Of course, it's traditional with her, and she's coughing a bit. And then we see she's the Mare Gallant are standing on some rubber that hasn't like been leveled yet. As we have Mare saying, how much does this thing take? Or actually, that's me all saying, how much does this thing take? Our tax has hardly had any effect. I mean, that is how you'd think this would go. I mean, we're talking about Melagaland, the two people who were already way above Holy Knights before, and now they're supposed to be even stronger and combined. So yeah, well, okay, granted, I'm not sure if they are supposed to be stronger. It's kind of kept very up in the air about how exactly powerful are Chaos, Melascula, and Chaos Galan compared to the previous Ten Commandments versions. But anyways, we'll have that power skin discussion later. Now we are going to have uh Percival charging Melagaland with his chibi Percival behind him as it's like it's that kid. There we see Nausea, it's like it's being protected by chibi Percival behind Isolde, as they will have Melagaland getting serious as Melagaland blocks Percival's sword strike, and but that does actually push Melagaland back a bit. It's just like oh, and then we have Percival's sword cracking Melagaland's arm. As we see a bit of a crack, and then we have Melagaland using the other hand, the human one, to punch Percival. Well, to try to punch Percival, as then that punch is being kicked back by Chibi Percival. Says we have Chibi Percival back. We are gonna beat ya! So yeah. Anyways, then we have Melagaland going for a big upper sky fist attack. As then we have Percival on the ground again for some reason, as then it goes for a hit, but Percival is just like able to fly around that fist. As then we have see that when he was flying around, he actually used his sword to like cut into it. We see like a bunch of scratches on it. As we have his sword back, amazing. As then we have nonsense back. He injured Melagaland. I mean, to be fair, Melagaland I think was injured before, so it was healing itself and taking a lot of it. And then we have first of all going for another strike at it. Well, they're basically clashing at this point. Is then we have Percival thinking to himself, "This is the power of hope. Power is springing out from my body. That way I know I could beat the Dark Talismans." So it's official now, Dark Talismans will be defeated by Percival in this level right now. Granted, I feel like they would probably be defeated around around even Galan level, I would say they would already have been defeated by Dark Talismans, but then we'll have gone defeated by Percival. But it's good that we get like a bit more of this scale here. Although I feel still Dark Talisman will be absolutely slaughtered by Chaos, Galan, Market, and Malaska, so I don't think that's really that impressive. So yeah, anyways, Percival, and even that ancient dragon. Wait, that ancient dragon skills above the Dark Talismans? Alright, interesting to think about it that way. Anyways, Percival getting snapped back into reality as he's like a bit bleeding a bit from his mouth, like, but Melagaland is too strong. So yeah, I'm guessing this means that he would probably be able to fight a solo fight against Galand, but not against fusion of these two. And we actually see Alaska smirking a bit, is a bit finding something that's going a bit more on her route. As that's approaching there, it's like Percival. As then Alaska come speaking from it, she's like, Melska had speaker. I'll start with you. The next Meliodas and Elizabeth's son. As I licking her lips, which makes she gonna try to eat him. And was there an explosion that frees Percival from the grass, as we see Nausea like trying to catch Percival. He does catch Percival. As then saying, well, Soul is saying, I won't let you. As then we have Galant, I would say, saying, "You little girl." As Isolde is like, "Huff, huff, you all." As I think Galant starts speaking, is like, "You all must realize your power doesn't work on us. We are above." As then we see Melagaland looking, and I was like, "What?" And then look at Tristan there, as Isolde is like. They're like, magic power is something that speaks from one's own strong will, enough and experience. I through thought and experience, I will crush anyone who dares to hurt Sir Tristan. As they have slowly revealing her magic, and she's love bomb. My magic power has born from my love for him. So magic power is literally love gut bomb. I guess we all thought she was going to have some kind of bomb magic, but I guess that's what's called. Anyways, Melagaland with one hit, although it seems like Alaska was not even trying to dodge or block or anything, just like punt, like backs. I'm guessing like backslapping her away as well as saying, "Then take that love with you and die." Yeah, doesn't Alaska is supposed to be the one of faith? So shouldn't she like kind of like? I'm not saying she should like be like be say reason or anything like that, but it's supposed to be her faith. Her feelings and her devotion to someone is absolute. It's no different than Isola's absolute love towards Tristan. So I don't see why heroes always get these like, oh, we are badass, so we have these, and we'll be able to do everything we want with them, but the villains never get anything, even though their feelings should be similar to one another. Anyways, there we have Trisha waking up and seeing this, and then we see Isola falling down, as well as we also get a panty shot of her. A very good one, by the way, this time. As we have Dreyfus screaming, "Oh no, Isolde! This, the previous panel with you is more of a fan service panel, so it kind of takes away from the tension." As we see, I think Hendrix in the background healing someone. As we have Melagaland making like an air cut or something to like keep Dreyfus away for Melagaland to kill Isolde. As Melagaland is approaching Isolde, as we have Melagaland's like, "We'll stomp you flat." You see us on the ground. And we have Melagaland going for for a stomp literally. As Melagaland's like, "Along with that cheap love of yours." So yeah, and then we get like a stomp sound, but we see, but then we see Malaska now. Malaska's gonna be like, "Huh?" And you see, there's nothing there. Like as you see, avoid it, and we have Malaska getting angry as she looks around and she sees Tristan behind her, Omega behind her as he's holding, is holding his arms as well as an upper skirt shot. As we have her saying, you always do this, pushing yourself for my sake. As so saying, Sir Tristan, as he's all bloody. As there we have Malaska being completely angry. She's like, Nephilim! Which is something that she called as Tristan beforehand when they were fighting. Well, fighting. As then we see I think Tristan just avoided again easily, as they have Tristan handing Isolde over to Henderson, as he said, "Mr. Handy, I leave Isolde to you." As Henderson, like, right. As then we have Henderson, like, "Wait, you find that on your own?" As then we have Tristan saying, and a very badass, being like, "I'm asking you as soon as you can, call for Lancelot." As then we see Melissa be like, "Bah! Lame! Can't you even fight without your friends?" As then we have in the final page of the chapter, with Tristan just ripping off Melascula's human head right out of Melagaland's body, and she's like, "Huh?" As we have is Tristan in his devil mark form be like, "I can't control myself on my own." So yeah, as then we have the other chapter, and she'll be like, "Wow, no, Tristan can't be controlled by anyone anymore." As another she'll be like, "For the sake of Isolde, who risked her life, a furious Tristan unleashes his power." So I guess purely devil mark, Tristan is still strong enough to absolutely demolish, I guess, Melagaland. I mean, guys, he just ripped Malaska's hat, but that's essentially like demolishing Melagaland. And also, there seems to be a lack of control, something that he requires someone either stronger, at least on his level, to beat him down, or at least like to tire him out. Which, before we go into the prediction for the next chapter, I'm just gonna be honest. This is like, again, does the Bata hate Melascula? Well, not the Bata, not Kaba. Does he hate Melascula? Because it feels like whenever there's like a character he wants to really brutalize, really beat up, he always uses Melascula. Like, I mean, the entire time during this fight, she's the one the biggest line of damage. Whenever in doing her chapter of fighting a Tristan, she gets like, like she gets easily just pierced through. Like, why is Melascula the one who always gets like the most brutal treatments? Like, even those dumbest dog talismans, they get this brutally beat them. I mean, again, you could say it's like showing the high level of stakes, but still, like, I really just wish that Malaska would, for once, just get like would catch a break at least. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is like well, it could, depending on how you view it, literally like beating up a fucking corpse at this point. But yeah, so, anyways, that's the end of the chapter. This chapter, over and all, is like it's like what it was supposed to be. It's more of kind of like an action chapter with us finding out more about Isolde, getting more of a connection between her and Tristan, getting, that character progression stuff as well as some action progression stuff with a pretty nice combo. And while I am pissed that Melaska is again getting brutalized, again, being a corpse for God's sakes, it's all in all a pretty decent chapter. There's nothing really all bad to it, but there's anything too good about it. But yeah. Anyways, as for the next chapter is titled Advent. So I'm guessing this is gonna be like why Tristan doesn't like to use his demon power. Why he's like, more. I'll use angelic powers, but I am not gonna use demon powers. Which I'm just gonna getting the impression that he's just going to annihilate Melagaland, the rest of Melagaland, but then he's gonna completely lose control and just start destroying and causing chaos all over until like Lancelot or how maybe Meliodas show up and like beat him down. That's what I'm getting. That's the impression I'm getting, but we'll see if that's the case. So yeah, anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And when that's it, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.